In class 12, business studies, we are on chapter number 8, and today we are going to start process of controlling. So the first of all, chapter 8, controlling is a process. On the day one, I told you about that controlling is some steps, and in the controlling process, we have to follow these steps because controlling is a continuous function. It requires some specific steps. So controlling means first set the standards, then measure the actual performance with standard performance, and then compare the performance, analyzing the deviation, and taking corrective action. So we can make one small keyword, that is SMCAT, and today we will discuss this process. So my dear children, give the heading that controlling process, or you can say steps in control. First, SMCAT. This is the easiest way to learn. SMCAT. C-A-T. We cannot change the steps in the process. That is in the sequential order. So first is setting standards. Second, measurement of actual performance. C, comparison of actual performance with standard performance. Then find out the reasons or differences, analyzing deviations. And then last, taking corrective actions, means the required actions to be necessary for that. So first of all, setting performance standards. Standards means norms to be decided, first of all. If an organization wants to achieve the goals, first of all, they have to decide what the level, what the norms, what the performance standard they want. Like in an organization, short manufacturing industry, if they want that one employee should make 10 shirts, they give the norm, standard, or the level of performance to the employee that you have to make 10 shirts in a day. So that is pre-decided norms. Standard is pre-decided. So that should be set in the controlling process, and that should be informed to everyone. Every employee, what is the performance standard they want? What is the level or the norm should be pre-decided. Generally, it is predetermined, and it is determined in planning stage. Because I just now explained you that you should decide. So decision step is in the planning process. Then next, there are two types of quantity, two types of standards. So in this step, setting standard, we write two things: quantitative and qualitative. Means there should be two standards to be set. What will be the quantity and what will be the quality? How many numbers that is in quantity, and what is the shape, size, design, color, quality, all will be in qualitative. So standards should be set in two norms, that should be quantitative as well as qualitative. Quantitative means like your number should be given 1 unit, 100 rupees, 10 kg, 10 shirts. Okay, these are quantitative standards. And next is qualitative. Tanmay, please note down. These slides are for you to make the notes in summarized form. Yashi, please note down. Quantitative standards, then qualitative standards. See, these are quantitative standards that is in tangible form. Tangible form means we can see, count, touch them, like 1 unit, 10 shirts, etc. And qualitative is always in an intangible form. Next step, measurement of actual performance. Measurement of actual performance means the first step was setting the standards. Then second step is measure the actual performance. Measure the actual performance means every and each activity should be counted in the qualitative and quantitative terms, and that performance should be measured. Means how much performance is really performed by them. What is the actual and real performance? Actual and real performance in qualitative and quantitative terms should be measured in this measurement of actual performance. See, it is necessary in controlling process to measure the actual performance. Otherwise, no one will do the work according to the norms, according to the standards of the quality and quantity. Then next, comparison of actual and standard. Comparison is the work or the step after measuring the actual performance, and it reveals the deviations between the actual and desired results. Actual result means real performance, desired means standard performance. So there should be comparison. Comparison of actual performance with the standard performance. Do you think, is it necessary to compare? Yes. It is necessary to compare the actual performance with standard to find out the efficient and inefficient purpose. Then analyzing deviation. Deviation means differences or the reasons of or the causes of differences between the reason between or the find out the reasons between difference of actual performance and standard performance. So analyzing the deviation to find out the reasons. Reasons means what are the reasons of difference between actual and standard. Analyzing deviation. Now, how to analyze these deviation? Deviation means differences. How to analyze? First is CPC. Note down, this is the major part. How to analyze reasons. There are two parts: CPC, critical point control, means key result area. Critical point control means focused on key results areas which are critical in the success of an organization. You can note down the example because in the current year sample paper or in the previous year also, that is given before this year, 5% increase in labor cost is a serious matter. Yes, labor cost increase is a serious matter than 20% increase in postal charges. Why? Because labor cost is a serious matter and it involves huge amount. It is KRA. While postal charges is of very less amount, that's why it is not a KRA. It is not a serious matter. So in the exam, that question came, what do you understand by CPC? So, critical point control means the organization should focus on key results areas which are critical in the success of an organization. Or which involves huge amount, and if anything goes wrong at this critical point, the whole organization will suffer. See, the postal charges are of very less amount. If that will increase, there will be no problem. But if the labor cost, which involves huge amount, if that will increase, then our whole organization will suffer. So first of all, analyzing deviation by CPC, then MBE. MBE means management by MBE means those deviations which are not required too much attention, that should not be brought to the attention of the top management. But those deviations which are beyond the capacity, exceptionally high, that should be reported top level management. Management by exception means we should not give attention or we should not brought to the notice of the top level management if that matter is not beyond the criteria. If it is exceptionally high and cannot be solved by the lower level, then it should be brought to the notice of top level management. Tanmay Pare, you are not copying now. Within few days, I will call you with your notebooks, my dear. MBE, management by exception, means only the deviations which are beyond the capability or those problems which are not solved by the lower level management, that problems could be brought to the attention of top level management. Otherwise, there is no need to disturb the top level management frequently. The next is taking corrective actions. Taking corrective actions means those problems which are not to be solved by the management, by the lower level management, then it requires some measures. Some corrective actions should be required and that should be necessary. If there is the deviation within the permissible limit, then there is no problem. But if that deviation is go beyond the permissible limit, then taking actions to be required. So these are the 5 processes S, M, CAT. Now, if yesterday also, or the day before yesterday also, I explained you if the material is defective, what to do? Change the quality. If machinery is defective, what to do? Repair it. If there is obsolete machinery, outdated machinery, what to do? Do the technology upgradation. If labor turnover is high, what to do? Give them better incentive. If the process is defective, what to do? Change the process, modify the process. See, deviations, there are various types of deviations. Maybe the material defective, machinery defective. Maybe the old outdated problem is there. Labor is high. Maybe the process is defective. Maybe outdated technology is there in our organization. What to do? These are the corrective actions an organization should take. If the material is defective, change the quality. If the machinery is defective, repair or replace it. If the machinery is old and outdated or obsolete, then upgrade it. And if the workers are not happy, they are going and coming, turnover is high, then provide them better incentives. And if the process is defective, then it should be modified. The existing process means there should be changes in the process. It is necessary to modify the existing process. It is necessary to modify the existing process or there should be change in the process. See, causes of deviation. If the deviation comes due to material, then change the quality. If machinery is defective, then replace it. If obsolete technique is there, then upgrade it. If employees turnover is very high, provide better incentive. No one will leave you. If the process is defective, then it should be modified. So today, my dear children, today we completed controlling process. Controlling process requires 5 steps. SMCAT. SMCAT. S means setting standards. First of all, the standards should be set. Norms should be decided. That is in the planning stage, my dear children. Planning stage means 2 things to be decided, quantitative and qualitative. Then M, measure of actual performance, what the employees has done. Measure. Then compare. Compare of actual performance with standard performance. Comparison between standard and actual. Why comparison is necessary? To find out the efficient and inefficient workers. See, my dear children, if standard is more than actual, or if actual is more than standard, what we can see? If actual is more than standard means employee is efficient and effective both, and if standards are more, actual is less, we can say employee is not effective and efficient. Then analyzing the deviation, that is the main part. Analyzing means find out the difference, reasons. There are two techniques. CPC, critical point control, means we should focus on key results area. What are the main areas to be focused? Those areas which are important for the growth of the organization. And MBE, management by exception, means only the beyond the permissible limit. These points should be considered. Others should be ignored. And then last, taking corrective actions. Corrective actions required. That's why it is controlling process. If the material is defective, the quality should be improved. Change the supply. If machinery is defective, then replace it, repair it. If process is wrong, then modify the process. If labor turnover is very high, then give them more incentive and training, better conditions. And if the organization is using outdated, old method of production, then change it, upgrade it, because in taking corrective action means you have come on the last stage and change the things which are lacking. That's why controlling is necessary. First of all, see again, setting standards. How do you control? Setting standards, quantitative and quantitative. Norm should be. Then measure the performance. Measure means check. Then see, compare. Actual and standard to be compared. Actual means real performance. Standard means pre-decided performance. That should be matched. That should be checked. If standard is more, that should be modified. If actual is more, it means employee is efficient and effective. He is doing our work properly because he is doing actual performance better than norms. And then A, analyzing the deviations. Deviation means differences. There are 2 points. CPC, critical point control, means the organization should focus on key result areas and others. Non-key results areas should be ignored. And MBE, management by exception, means only those things which are permissible limits should be ignored, but beyond the permissible limit that should be taken into consideration. And last is taking corrective actions for this, which I just explained. I am sure you must understood controlling process.